These are the biggest changes Dune Part 2 made from the original book, obviously spoilers ahead. The biggest change is to Aaliyah Atreides' character, who is played by Anya Taylor-Joy, and we only see her through visions of the future in Dune Part 2. In the book, we have a 2-year time jump, and Lady Jessica actually gives birth to Aaliyah Atreides, and she's born with all the knowledge of the Reverend Mother. And while Paul kills the Baron in Dune Part 2, in the original story, Aaliyah, a 2-year-old, actually walks up to the Baron and poisons him. They also cut a huge subplot of who betrayed House Atreides, which means Thufir would have been back in Part 2 as a part of this. And because of the subplot, when Gurney Halleck first reunites with Paul, he's very surprised to see that Lady Jessica is still with Paul because he thinks she is the one that betrayed House Atreides. This leads to him actually pulling a knife and threatening to kill Lady Jessica until Paul steps in and stops it. Also, nothing in the book about Chani being against the prophecy that Paul is trying to fulfill, and there's nothing about her leaving at the end and riding the worm by herself. She's still with Paul at the end of the first book. Chani is also related to Liet Kynes in the book. After Paul defeats Jamis' wife, Hara, is a character that is now offered up to either be Paul's wife or servant, and Paul chooses to have her be his new servant. Paul also threatens to destroy the spice forever using the water of life rather than family atomics, and this makes the Space Guild hold back the Great Houses. And there are Spacing Guild members present at the final battle in the book, but without a doubt the biggest change from the book to the movie was the fact that Paul and Chani, during the time skip that got left out of the film, have a child and they name him Leto II. They hide him in a siege because they're worried about their enemies finding him, but sadly they ultimately do because the Emperor's Sardaukar do find the siege and end up killing Leto II. This loss was obviously huge for both Paul and Chani, and it's really the main reason Paul seeks revenge on the Harkonnens and the Emperor in the book, which is a huge change to take out of the movie.